Greetings everybody, and welcome back to the Awesome Lindsay channel. So here I'm basically starting with a first light. It's a Profoto D2, and I turn on the modeling light and I am just trying to decide where I want the light to fall. And when people ask me what modeling lights are for in strobes, this is its purpose. It's not intended for video. It's intended to show a real-time approximation of what the flash tube light will produce once the strobe is fired. So by this time, the stylist is already bringing in some items for the showcase. And now that I have the first light set up, I'm bringing in a second Profoto D2 with a softbox on it. The idea for this one is that it'll supplement the key light. It's a roughly 2.5 by 3.5 foot box. So it's got some softness to it, but it's a little bit harder than the standard V-flat that I typically use. After that, I'm bringing in another Profoto D2, which we bounced into a V-flat to provide some overall softness to the side light. We then move the mattress out of the way, and I'm putting another Profoto D2 with a V-flat, and this will put some fill light onto the front of the products. And that's all the lights on camera right side or the Windows side, and then the last light is a D2 on camera left opposite the windows. This will be bounced into a V-flat to provide the idea of sunlight that would be reflected off the opposite wall from the windows and then back onto the products. So here's a light progression of the showcase images. After the showcase images, we did the style out of the bedroom. I intended this to be a separate video, but I think this all makes sense as one video, so I sort of re-explain everything, but this gives you a better idea and a better camera angle on the lights. So this is our bedroom set. We have just kind of our lamps and our bed and our cool little end bench right here. But our light setup is, we have this light right here is our sunlight basically, and it's giving us our hard light. And then we have a softbox over here. This is about a 2.5 feet by 3.5 feet softbox. This is giving us some fill light on the sun side or the window side. And then to kind of add a little bit more to the front here, I have another Profoto D2. These are all Profoto D2s. This is bouncing through a V-flat or into a V-flat and back out. And then I need a little bit more on the front of this bench, so I added another Profoto D2 into a V-flat, a little bit more closed off as you can see. And this adds just a little bit more on this side, kind of fills in the front of the scene. And then to give us some fill light on the opposite side, another Profoto D2, a little bit wider-ish, and this provides light from camera left side. Okay, and then as for our camera, we're using a Canon 5D Mark IV. Our settings are f9, 1/200th of a second, and ISO 400. We have a 24-105 f4 lens. This is parked at 85 millimeters. We actually have kind of a lower camera setup right now. If you look at the stand, normally it's set up about here. We kind of liked it a little bit lower, shooting directly onto the bed, kind of at a lower angle. And so this is our camera angle right here.